What is up, bros, bears, muscle mommies, and everything in between? As always, this is Patrick, Full Promo Power, your mom's favorite power lifter, top 50 power lifter of all time. Welcome back to another episode of Deadlifts. Happen every week, and we enjoy them sometimes. I haven't actually checked what's on my deadlift program today, so I don't know what surprises Coach has for me today, but I'm sure it's going to be a good one. Today, I've got work again. Working as a para again, and I explained what a paraprofessional is in the last video. But before we can get our day started and get working and making sure that we're all ready for the gym later today, we got breakfast. 2 bagels, 180 grams of beef, 3 eggs, 2 slices of cheese, and some honey. The honey on there is because my muscle mass has gotten to a certain point, it burns through the carbs that I consume a lot faster, so I need to consume more so I don't go hypoglycemic, because it's one of the wonders of getting big and strong is, yeah, no one ever talks about that because a lot of the people don't get big enough to do that, but it is a thing, and a lot of bodybuilders go through this during prep. I just happen to be not looking like the other bodybuilders because I'm a powerlifter, not a bodybuilder. I don't care what I look like. Anyways, we are off to work. Work is going to be a day. See you guys after. All right, so it's been a hot minute. I was scheduled to work half a day, and then they presented me the option to work a full day, and of course I snagged that bad boy. Nice and fast, but I didn't come prepared with a lunch, so it's about 7 p.m. now because I went home, took a sorry about that, buddy thought I forgot about him, which I clearly did not, but I went home, I took a nap because I got only 7 hours of active sleep time, 6 hours of productive sleep time. Now I'm going to overeat to try and make up for lost calories, and no, it appears as if I do not have enough cereal for what I want to do. We'll see. But I'm gonna prep this, go to the gym, and yeah. All right, we have the bowl, exactly 220 grams of cinnamon toast crunch, which is amazing because that's what's prescribed, and 16 ounces of Fairlife fat-free milk. And we're gonna follow this up with 50 grams of whey after I finish this. All right, we can't forget our main character. Here's little buddy. Hey, buddy, sit. Flipper, Noggin, dude. Name that movie. You know what they say? Champions win by opening up their throats. Because that's how important it is to get your food down in a timely manner, boys. All right, and we are off like a herd of turtles on our way to the gym today. What do we have? It is deadlift day. And what are we deadlifting? Yesterday was a last week was down undulation for deadlifts, up undulation for squats. This week was a down undulation for squats, which means we're undulating upwards with deadlifts. It doesn't always work out this way, but it's almost like a perfect storm for us to hit a PR. And a PR is what we are going to hit. It's not what we're aiming for, it's what we are going to hit. You got to approach the gym in absolutes. And to quote Obi-Wan Kenobi, only Sith deal in absolutes, which is a statement that is an absolute. That's hypocrisy at its finest, Jedi Order. No wonder Anakin betrayed you. So, what are we going for on deadlifts? We are aiming for, I believe it is a 30-pound deadlift PR. Aiming to add 30 pounds to our triple PR. We're looking at a 675-pound deadlift for a set of 3. Now, for most people, that's not significant. Everyone in the mother deadlifts 675 pounds. Teens are deadlifting 675 pounds for reps. Mostly sumo. I don't know how many conventional kids are doing it. But, and they're always using straps, so they got their baby hands. Enough excuses. So, when I first joined Greg Penora's powerlifting team, I hit my first 700-pound deadlift in a push-pull. And then I proceeded to hit 675 pounds for the next 6 years, approximately. And it wasn't until the American Pro 1 that I broke that PR. I would drop 700 pounds every single meet. And I was not about that. So going into this deadlift day with what was my opener, something that I would only hit for 1 leading up to a meet, while we are 10 weeks out from the American Pro 3, is emotionally significant for me. Because how long was I at the point where I was like, that's all I can do? And now that's not even close, you know? But I gotta hype myself up. I need some more calories in me. I also don't have my intra-training carb drink. So we are going to a very special place. It's got a very special place in my heart. And if I don't go to it frequently enough, I'm pretty sure my bank will call me and ask if I've died. This little establishment with very few locations in the New England area is called Dunkin' Donuts, boys. We need more carbs. There's no better place to get carbs than at Dunkin's. How many training days have I done where I started off by going to Dunkies, you know? If you're a New England powerlifter and you've never trained with Dunkies in your hand, you fucked up. You're not a real New Englander. So, this is what we're doing. I gotta get my tunes going. Gotta get myself in a good mental space, because a very large portion of lifting is mental aptitude towards hitting your PR or whatever you're going to be lifting. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to Dunkin'. We're going to be belting out some emotional music, get ourselves into some sort of sympathetic nervous state so that we can perform at a maximal level. So I'll see you guys with my warm-ups. Dunkin'. Whoo-wee! Dip my balls in chocolate and call me a Reese's Cup, boys. We had ourselves a deadlift day. So, deadlift day started off with the Lock Basic 5. We are fixing a little bit of a tweak I had in my lower back because I was doing stupid things while picking up dumbbells. Nothing off program, nothing stupider than just picking up dumbbells incorrectly because I just assumed I was big. So, Lock Basic 5 is 25 hip clams, 30 count plank, 15 count side plank each side, 20 shoulder tap planks, and then a donkey kicks for 20. And that got the basically it gets the core and lower back all nice and lubed up and ready for the weights that we're going to be lifting. So we also did our regular pre-fatigue work. I hate pre-fatigue work, or not pre-fatigue work. I hate calling it pre-fatigue work. It's more like priming. Muscular priming is what we were doing. So That is 3-6 spine extended dumbbell rows. Not looking for a weight here specifically, looking more for what's going on with the musculature, getting blood flow to the musculature, getting a little bit of a stretch because accessories are stretching under load. And then we are ready to deadlift. Deadlifts. We did our first warm-up. Now, every time that I start to deadlift, I look at the chart because I bleed red, white, and blue. Doctor said it was cancer. I just said, nah, homie, this is just pure patriotism. Just kidding. I have been tested for cancer once, stomach cancer. It came back inconclusive, but that was 5 years ago, so I should be dead by now, so it probably wasn't cancer. I had to poop in a cup for them at work, and yeah, not the best experience, because every time that I went over 600 pounds, I was puking, because I had just been on 800 milligrams of ibuprofen a day for over 8 months, because I had a herniated disc. So, first warm-up, 1 plate. I strategized. I was like, all right, we're doing 5 reps with 1 plate, 3 reps with 3 plates, and 677.9, which is 302 or 307.5, 302.5 kilograms, 677.9 pounds. If you have the full right of freedom of speech, for those of you out there. And that is 5 plates of yellow and a cookie. Aw, that's where she lives. That's cute. Sorry, I just passed a car of someone who visits the gym. They have out-of-state plates, and I just saw their car, and I was like, oh, cool. Well, you saw my exact reaction. So 5 and change. So I was like, all right, so I don't want to do 3 reps with 5 plates. That's 606. So I'm going to just do 1 rep with 606. So, how do we get there with 2 plate jumps with 5 plates? So we did 1 plate, 3 plate for 3, 5 plate for 1, and then we were primed and ready. Now, I don't normally use ammonia caplets or any sort of an nose torque, inhalant, whatever, smelling salts. I don't normally use those because I like to keep those in the back pocket for when it like really matters, and that is when you're on the platform. But today was a rough day for me. I got punched in the face and my beard pulled, and I dropped a plate on my foot while I was warming up. A 25 kilo plate, so like 50 something pounds on my foot. That didn't feel good. And the other was just a 3-year-old. So I needed a little bit. Also, the lack of food issue going on there was something that I needed to amend as well. So to make up for those, almost like drinking caffeine instead of getting a full night of sleep, I used ammonia to kind of leapfrog over the lack of energy, to kind of make the body go into overdrive so fast that I forgot that I was not primed and ready for it. So we first rep, so the 1 rep of 606, I was like, that felt really easy. This is feeling really good. And then I jumped up to the 678, let's call it, because it's 77.9. First rep felt good. The problem was I was having trouble breathing, getting down. It's an issue that occurs when you become a super heavyweight, is the belly kind of gets in the way. And I'm debating whether or not I want to move my belt out 1 notch, because I haven't moved it at all since the Ghost Clash. So my belt is at the same spot that it was when I was 328, now that I'm 360-ish. So, I mean, that's good for recomposition purposes, but for the purpose of being able to breathe while deadlifting, I don't want to be moving it back and forth for squats, because I don't know if it's too tight for squats right now or not. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get it in the holes. That's not necessarily a thing that's an issue systemically, but yeah. First rep felt good. Second rep, I was like, I tried to breathe at the floor of the second rep, or before I pulled the second rep. Didn't turn out too good, so at the top, I locked it out. I retook my air, and then I went on the eccentric portion of the deadlift, and then I didn't breathe or let any of my air out when I was going for that third rep. So usually that spikes the blood pressure a lot, and I get the fuzzies in my eyes, but it felt like Ashton Kutcher, nice and kosher. That sounded good in my head, and the delivery was not there. So I was actually really good, and I held it at the top because, and I was like, my lockout check list in my head, making sure that my chin's pointing at the judge, making sure everything's locked out, nice and good, and pretty much wait for an internal count for a command, a down command. I have my experience judging, so I know approximately how long it takes for a judge to give the down command, because I am technically also a judge. It was really good. And then we had back downs at 6:06. I took my time stripping the bar down, even though I was just taking the yellow and the cookie off, and then doing 6:06. Supposed to be 6:05, but 6:06 because Daddy didn't raise no pansy. Those moved really good. Those felt really good. Chewed up my hands a little bit, but that's showbiz, baby. And then we had not back downs, but accessories. And that's where I really got distracted. I was really excited about hitting the PR, so I sent it to the 2300 boys, which our group chat is on Instagram. That's where we talk and do all that stuff, because not all of them have Facebook, so we can't have a Facebook message group there. So we just keep it on Instagram. And that's a trap for me. And I got distracted, and it took me way longer to get through my accessories than it really should have. And I did not video my last accessory. I didn't skip I have calves as my last accessory. So I've got the hip adductions into the goblet squats, heel elevated goblet squats. That's a superset 3x10 plus 8. And then we've got 4x12 calf raises, single leg calf raises. So you just grab a dumbbell, put it on your side, and you find an elevated surface that you can get your heel down on, and do calf raises like that. Instead of doing a 4x12, I did a 1x48 because it was really late. I'm supposed to go to bed at 9, and it's 11:30 right now. So I'm gonna have a rough morning tomorrow. But I'm subbing in the high school, and I'm subbing high school bands tomorrow. So the teacher probably only has notes that says, don't let them kill each other. Good luck. And the ABS Pro, not ABS Pro, the Reach Rumble is going on tomorrow. So if the sub plans that I get tomorrow are really lackadaisical, you best believe I'm putting the ABS Reach Rumble on that fucking projector that every classroom has in the United States nowadays, and we are going to have that at least on in the background while the boys and girls have like sexual tension in between each other, but they don't act on it because they're all awkward teenagers and they don't know how to properly decipher their emotions and their urges, so they kind of just come off as awkward kids. And the most awkward kids in high school are the band kids because they get a lot of exposure to each other, and they've got the oral fixation already going on, and so they've got their instruments going in and out of their mouths the whole time. They want to put each other in and out of their mouths the whole time. So that's why we all have those back in band camp stories. That was just a theory that I thought up, and it's probably pretty valid. If there's any psychologists out there, prove me right, because I'm always right. Don't ask my ex. But yeah, I'm supposed to have a cheat meal after deadlifts. It's not fucking happening. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna have a protein shake, and then I'm gonna go to sleep because I already know I'm gonna be a Grumposaurus Rex in the morning because I'm not gonna get enough sleep. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. So, yeah, I'm not going to show you any of that because I got to do that as fast as possible. I don't want to break anything down and show you guys. This has been Patrick, Full Primal Power, and I'm bigger than you. Not in the PP sense. How how small can a PP get before it's considered just a clit? Asking for a friend. Patty out.